All right. I think we got this all figured out. If you can't hear me, you need to let me know, but I'm pretty sure we got this all figured out. Sorry for being a minute late. So here we are. It is Sunday morning, and yet again, Ohio State. The day was going well when actually Illinois should have beat shit again. They actually should have. Of course, bad teams. I remember this quote: "Bad teams find a way to lose." And that was the same thing that happened with Illinois yesterday. They had that game won. They were dominating Michigan. They were stopping their run game. I wish next week we would stop their run game the way they did. And I was all happy because I was like, they eked out a win. I mean, the games yesterday between Michigan and Ohio State did not matter at all because even if they would have lost, the winner of next week's game would go to the Big Ten championship and then go to the playoff anyway. So it really didn't matter if they lost, but still, you want them to go into it undefeated. So I'm actually all right with them winning, so that when we beat them next week, it's even better for us. But I was all like happy. I was like, yeah, they didn't look that good. I never want anyone to get hurt, but Blake Corum got hurt a little bit yesterday, but it's funny because somehow Shittigan all year has stayed healthy until yesterday when Blake got hurt. And I wanted to say, oh yeah, how's it feel now? Because both of our running backs have been hurt all year. Jackson Smith and Jigba, our best receiver in the country, is hurt all year. We have two cornerbacks that have been hurt all year. Our whole fucking team is hurt all year. But the thing is, nobody knows that and nobody cares about injuries. It's whether you win or lose, regardless. But I'm like, they get one player hurt and everyone's like, oh, we didn't play well because Blake Corum was out. It's like, dude, we've been playing all year without our best players, like 6 of them, because they've all been hurt. So keep that in mind. Keep that in mind for next week because Travion tried to play yesterday, scored a touchdown, then went out of the game again. And thank goodness our freshman, he's a fucking freshman, came in July, and he's fucking playing as a 4th string, not 3rd string. He's our 4th string running back, came in the game yesterday and kicked some ass. So, yeah, people can deal with that. Hey, what's up, Kelly? Great to see you join us. But anyway, I was all happy and satisfied because I was like, good, shit again didn't look that good, blah, 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 blah. And then what do you know? We fucking shit the bed and almost lose as well. We didn't almost lose. I mean, we were never in doubt of losing other than at halftime, but that's happened 3 or 4 times this year because I just don't understand our team this year. I just do not. It's like every fucking game is a heart attack. Every game is a heart attack. So I'm just going to tell you guys right now, next Saturday, I'm going to be a fucking wreck. I'm going to be a wreck. So it's just the way it's going to be. I think next week's game could go either way. It could really go either way. Both teams have a chance equally to win or lose. They're pretty, and it's not. I think we're a better team than they are. It's just that their matchup against us is good because they run the ball, and stopping the run, which we used to be amazing at, is kind of our difficulty the last couple of years. So, I mean, we're definitely better than we were last year, but it's gonna be a crazy situation next week. So, anyway, the game is in Columbus, which is why it's even more stressful for me because Shittigan, Mr. McCumber Cucumber, has not won in Ohio. Has not won in Ohio in almost 20 years. Yeah, they haven't won in Ohio in almost 20 years. Think about that. 20 years they haven't won in Ohio. So that makes the stakes even bigger for me because they won last year. If they win this year, they've won 2 in a row, which is crazy. They haven't even won one in the last, 10 years, 15 years, whatever. 2014 was the last time they won, or 13. And if they win in Ohio, that's even worse. So it's like double whammy, and they go to the playoff, and we don't. It's just there's so much at stake this game. I'm definitely worried. All right. So anyway, that's a good segue in talking about the schedule because if you guys have not looked on the Excel document, I have updated. I stayed up till like 2 o'clock in the morning last night updating this thing because we have so many sets, which I'm not complaining. That's a great thing. We have so many sets. But if you go look on the schedule and you're wondering when you're going to be, if you have a set coming up, it is now all on the board. I just have to put them into the live stream setup here on YouTube. But as far as the Excel doc, it's all on there. So if you see any glaring issues or something like that, you can tell me and we'll figure it out. So yeah, let's get to Mr. Colin Crompton's set today. What does he have for us? Mr. Colin usually has like some sort of surprises for us, but I don't think there's any surprises today. I think this is just pretty straightforward. So let's see what he says and what he gets into. Here we go. Cucumber Macumber, I'm just going to say one thing. We are an embarrassment of riches, but that's why I think we're underperforming, because I feel like our team is just so talented that they just aren't even coming close to living up to expectations, except for a few players, like obviously Marvin Harrison Jr. But it's just like, it's like an attitude problem. It's like, and I even called it yesterday. We were up by 14 points in the second half, and I was like, now watch. The defense has been playing great. They're just going to like take a break. And what did they do? They fucking took a break and let them back in the game. It's just like so dumb. It's like, just can't you guys both play it good at the same time? Anyway, I'm done with it. I'm done. All right, so here's what he says. He says, "Hey folks in Cap, Angra recently celebrated their 30th anniversary, and so I wanted to take you guys on a journey of the band's history. Angra has 3 distinct eras, each with a lineup change and slight changes to their sound. We'll dive into 6 songs from today, 2 from each era." That's pretty cool. I like that idea. Let's enjoy the journey. Angra was founded by guitar player Raphael Bittencourt, not Betancourt, Bittencourt, and Andre Matos, while they were in college studying music together. To date, Raphael is the only original member of Angra still in the band and has basically been the band leader after Andre Matos leaves. Why did he leave? I wonder. That would suck. That's kind of like an end of a friendship as well. I've always looked at one of the things I like about being in like a band is it's kind of like a family. It's like a replacement because you're with each other so much. And of course, you guys have seen my relationship videos. If you have not seen my relationship videos, go to the playlist called Cap's Counseling Corner. Go there and watch those relationship videos. That's what I feel like a band is. I've actually almost thought about joining a band here just so I could try to find friends that way. Because you're with each other a lot, especially if you're playing consistently. And it's kind of like your family. So when Andre left, I wonder if that was really. I wonder if they left on bad terms, good terms. Maybe you know, Colin. Let us know in the comments. So here we are with number 1. But before I say what number 1 is, I did want to say, Kelly, since you mentioned it, it just popped in my mind. Since you mentioned it at the concert, the Vola concert, I think it's pretty cool that Kentucky actually didn't play too bad against Georgia. 16-6. I mean, that's not bad. You guys should be happy about that because Georgia's probably the best team in the country, consistently. I think we could beat them. I'm not too worried about Georgia because I don't feel like their team matches up. Again, matchups make games, and I think we match up with them pretty well. Although their defense is really good. That's the thing that would be great to see. But 16-6 is not bad there, so you should be happy there, Kelly. All right, so this is called Nothing to Say. It's a lyric video. He says, to start things off, we are going to Angra's second album, Holy Land. Now, I might piss off some Angra fans. Uh-oh. Are there any Angra fans in here? But their first album, outside of a few songs, isn't that good. Okay. It's really a poor man's Halloween, a famous power metal band, which we know. But from their second album onwards, they started including instrumentation and rhythms from their homeland of Brazil. Nothing to Say, the title, is the opening song of Holy Land, and the whole album is about the discovery and subsequent conquering of South America. Very interesting. So, hopefully no Angra fans are pissed off, but here is Nothing to Say. It's a lyric video. Here we go. Sounds kind of like Opeth a little bit. Yeah, it's a very Opeth feel to me. I like how it's building up here. Like that riff? Yeah, it's just very opeth to me. What's up, Jappy? Welcome back, buddy. You need to come in here more often, pal. I'm waiting until he goes up high. Right now, this isn't bad, but... Oh, Kelly, you've seen these guys live. Was it good? Conquering the virgin world. Nice little roll on the snare drum there. What's up, Atharva? Kelly, why wasn't it... Or what made it good? Because if you go watch a band that you don't necessarily like, what makes it good? Is it their energy live? Hey, where's James? Where's Mr. Jim U? I hope you guys didn't scare him off with his church set. Oh, there's Jim. What's up, Jim? So far, I don't feel like his voice is that bad. It's not my favorite, obviously, but he's not doing anything that's annoying like that. Good to see you back, Jim. Yes, Jim. Okay, got it. McCumber, no, I don't think so. I think that's just you. You're projecting. You're definitely a bottom. I know that. You are definitely a bottom. Oh. That's pretty quick. See, I got the wrist action because I do something a lot. Never mind. Ooh, he's got that, like... Okay, let's hear the solo. Nice legato. Damn. I can see why he's still the leader of the band. Woo! Kind of interesting switch there. So I like you, Cucumber. You're not too uptight. You gotta let the balls live a little, you know? No pun intended. Okay, I remember every time we've listened to Angra, I've been really impressed with the guitar solos. And yet again, that was a great guitar solo. Oh, sorry, I created my own voice part. Yeah, his voice is not bad. Like, because he's not doing anything annoying, he's just kind of doing it. I like it. Nothing to say. I'm playing double bass with my feet right now, so if the camera's shaking, that's why. That's the highest note he's hit all song. Well, don't talk too soon, Adrian. Ooh, I like that. Wow. 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 See, that's interesting, Cucumber. I think Adrian and I agree. It's actually, out of all the sets that Colin typically picks, this is actually the least cheesiest I've heard of the vocals. Oh, is that it? All right, so song number 1 is in the books, and yeah, like I said, in the actual song itself, the solo was the most impressive, which I think almost every song that we've had on here by Angra, I've really enjoyed the solos. The solo, is it Raphael? Is that his name? Is freaking sick. His legato right there when he went down that like sweep, I don't think people appreciate that enough. I mean, that was amazing what he just did in that song, and go back and listen to that solo. That was a really well crafted solo. I've said this many times before. The reason when you get in the top 1% of guitarists, as far as technique and just, you know, the John Petrucci's, the Gilberts, the Vais of the world, at that point, it really is just opinion of what you tend to like more, because they're all just gods. But for me, the reason I like Petrucci the most is because I feel like he, in the same way that I like Portnoy more than Mangini. Mangini's technically maybe a little bit better, but he's just not as fluid and doesn't pick parts as much that I think are as creative and fit what's going on in the song as much. And I've said this about Petrucci all the time. He picks notes that, in my opinion, fit very well, and he does less, in my opinion, less wankery than a lot of other people. And just his solos are constructed in such a way that I think are beautiful. It's not just technical. It's not just beautiful. It's like a mixture of both. And if you really want to know what makes Petrucci, in my opinion, the best, go listen to the solo in Under a Glass Moon and Best of Times. Those two solos, both very, very technical, but also very emotional and kind of putting in a bunch of different parts. And I feel like Raphael, the times that I've heard him, it writes some pretty good solos. And I also think another, and I don't think it's because he's just not as big, but I think Caligula's Horse, guitarist, does very similar things, which is why I like him, because his solos are very well crafted and melodic as well as technical. So, yeah, he is shredding. That's what I'm saying. Raphael's shredding. Like that legato that he just did all the way down, and then like the picking was very fast and very good. So, yeah, Under a Glass Moon is just, it's amazing. Throws in some blues. There's actually a video, I can't remember his name, but he's this like good looking white guy that plays blues. He like actually breaks down Under a Glass Moon, and to watch his face when he does it, it's funny. And I think because Dream Theater is Dream Theater, they get overlooked and like have like oh, it's Dream Theater because they've been whatever. And you can see him like as he's watching it, he even says a couple times like, man, I forgot how good these guys are. Man, I didn't forget. I just, needed reminded. Yeah, he did. All right, so let's get on to the second one. Number 2. Oh, wait. I think, Kelly, I want to say something before we move on. Your brother said Polyphia is coming to Columbus. Is that correct? And I assumed that they were so like popular that I wouldn't want to go because I feel like I'd be paying $60 for a ticket and sitting in like nosebleed. But the way he made it sound is Polyphia is not that big. And if they are coming to Columbus and it's like a reasonable price ticket, I'm definitely going to go to that. So could you tell me, Kelly, if Polyphia is coming to Columbus or if I misheard your brother? All right. So number 2 is Petrified Eyes. On to their third album. So this is right after this last song, Fireworks. This was their final album with singer Andre Matos, who would sadly, he passed away? I thought it was because he left the band. He fucking, at 47, he died of a heart attack in 2019. Going back to the relationship thing that I was talking about, how would you That would suck to lose your friend to a heart attack at 47 years old. Dude, that sucks. Fireworks was made while the band was at a breaking point, with one half wanting to go back to the sound of the first album, while the other half wanted to progress more with the Brazilian sound. Petrified Eyes encapsulates this perfectly with progressive instrumental sections and more power metal influenced verses and chorus. Okay, Petrified Eyes. Here we go. Oh. Okay, I'm already starting to like this. Oh, okay, so he left in 2000. Got it. So obviously he was on the opposite side of Raphael about where they wanted to move in the band. Is that what happened? Dude, already maybe I'm on the side of him moving to the Brazilian side because it's fucking sick. Ooh. Fuck yes, Georgiana, get the fuck out of my chat, bitch. You're probably not even a chick. You're probably some fucking douchebag whacking off. There, removed. I'm already picking this shit over the first one. I'm sorry, this is fucking sick. Don't do that. Don't. Come on, Matos. Don't do that. You were good in the last song. Keep to that. Gad, get the gad. I like that beat. Get the gad. Get the gad. Ooh. Ooh, look at that. Bam. Oh, that's right, you did say that. Newport, baby. That's where I first saw Dream Theater in 94. Holy shit, I'm definitely going. April 7th, I gotta buy tickets. And yeah, I'll talk about this after. I want to hear this. Nice little switch. Oh, yeah. Kind of went off a little bit, but then came back to the groove. Definitely like this better than the first one. Yeah, I hear the Iron Maiden references too. Dude, he loves that legato playing. Yeah, right there, that rundown was definitely legato. Beautiful. Thank you, Kelly, for the info. I'm definitely going. Are you going to go? Maybe I can see you and your brother there in April. Oh, nice build. Hey, is my air drumming still off, you guys? I'm right on beat for me. 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3. A little off? Motherfucker, man. I hate latency. 10 seconds off. Nice. Yeah, don't do that stuff, Matos. I like, your voice is fine to me when you don't do that. At least when you did that, you didn't have any, like, vibrato. Okay, that march on the snare was a little off. I don't know if they noticed that, but it was a little off. I'm gonna have to listen to that again, but that sounded definitely off. It wasn't in time. It was a little off. Okay. Three, 4, 2, 3, 4. Oh, yeah! Nice little switch here. Okay. All right. Yeah, I definitely like that one. So, Colin, which one between Raphael and Matos wanted to go more the Brazilian route? Because I felt like the Brazilian route, the more grooviness or beatness of it, is definitely better for them. Less of the power metal, more of the grooviness. Which I have 3 or 4 Angra songs that you have put on the channel, Colin, that are on my playlist, and that's one of the things I like about them, is they're rock, but they have some grooviness to them. Which one wanted to go more that route? Was it Raphael, is what I'm guessing, because he stayed in the band, and they probably went more that, yeah. Yep, that's what I figured. Wow. Well, Raphael, I agree with you, buddy, in this case. And yeah, I'm gonna have to go back and listen to it, but that drumming part on that roll, march, was weird. Like, it's very rare to catch a mistake on an actual EP because they have the ability to fix it, and I'm surprised they let that through, because it sounded kind of glaring that he was a little bit off timing. But anyway, yeah. So I'm gonna say 2-1 for sure. About the Polyphia thing going to Newport, that actually makes a lot of sense, because in my mind, I thought they were getting pretty big. I thought they were getting popular because their videos are very well produced. The music is short, which is going to hold the attention span of, more simple-minded musicians. Music lovers, I should say, which is the general population. And it's catchy. The beat is catchy. So I was guessing I just assumed that they'd be much bigger. But in 1994, when I saw Dream Theater the first time, it was at Newport Music Hall, which is definitely a sizable hall. It's not huge, but it's definitely bigger than what I saw Vola and Leprous and those people at. I would even say it was bigger than what I saw John Petrucci at in Cleveland at the House of Blues. It's definitely bigger than that. So if they're in that would make sense, because that's where Dream Theater was in 94, and they had just written the Awake album after their tour of Images and Words, where they were starting to get more popular. So maybe this is that level for Polyphia, and maybe in 5 years they'll start playing other venues that are much bigger, like Dream Theater did, as they kept getting bigger and bigger. So I suspect Polyphia is going to get bigger. I don't see them as being stuck in this little niche, but we'll see. Oh, they're playing the House of Blues in Cleveland. That's interesting that they do that. But I guess, doesn't Cleveland have a bigger venue than that? Because Newport is definitely bigger than the House of Blues. I remember it for sure. Okay, anyway, let's get to the third song, which is Rebirth. Here we have the second era, which is Andre Matos left Angra in 2000 and took the drummer and bassist to form a new band, Shaman. Interesting. That's kind of dickish. Well, I guess... Hey! Shut up. I guess if you're kind of divided. It's like a church division, you know. If the church is like, we want to make sure we do baptism and the trifold communion versus the double, you're going to have a split. So maybe if the other guys felt like that's what they wanted, then they took off with him. But interesting, because I've never really heard of Shaman, but I have heard of Angra. So Angra, Raphael seemed to make the right decision. Meanwhile, Raphael and the fellow guitarist Kiko Loureiro, is that how you say it? Loureiro? No clue on pronunciation on that one, me neither. Recruited Edu Falaschi? Edu Falaschi to be the band's new singer. Felipe Andrioli on bass. And here's where we get the great Achilles Priester. I love that dude. He's just a cool dude joining the band. Rebirth is as apt as a title gets. It's about the band and really Raphael wanting to carry on. Very interesting. So now, before we listen to this at all, Colin, can you please tell me which singer you prefer? Do you prefer Matos or this new Edu Falaschi, however you say it, Falaschi? Who do you prefer? Did you prefer Matos or did you prefer this new guy? Tell us in the comments, buddy. Here we go, number 3. Oh, okay. So this guy is way better. Interesting. Okay, he's got more vibrato, but so far it sounds pretty. I want to hear when it gets into like the metal side, but I'm not confident with his little. It is pretty though. This is pretty. Oh, I can see why Colin likes it. Maybe I'm going to like Matos better because I don't enjoy the vibrato. Retrieving a small talk. You're missing more clever, but older now. Nice. Okay. See it on my face. I'm trying to figure out what I think of this. Yeah, the engineering on this album is definitely cleaner, but not as like powerful. It's kind of like feels like it's in the back, but it's more crisp than the last recordings. Ooh, Hera making a statement early. Yeah. where they're coming out of the womb, so to speak. The first section sounded like they were in the womb, kind of chilling out, thinking about coming real life. And now they've come out of the womb. Yeah, I think I don't like this as much as the second song, but I like it better than the first. I think I'm with, unfortunately, I have to agree with Cucumber. You know. This is beautiful. See? He doesn't always have to be majorly technical. He's doing a good job at picking a nice little... I love you, Cucumber. Uh-oh. Kelly has spoken. Don't go that far. I give you an inch and you take a mile. No pun intended. Is that it? I went quick. Time to fly. Yeah, I like that one. Definitely didn't like it as much as the first one. I like that Raphael held back on the solo. It was more of a melodic solo than a I'm gonna rip your face off solo. Good. But I'm a little nervous with this new singer. If Colin likes it, I'm definitely nervous because Colin tends to like that way cheesy vibrato. But he didn't do anything there that made me like cringe. So we'll have to see as we get into these later songs if that happens. I do find it interesting that we started out with like 18 people and now we're down to 12. So Colin, I think some people don't really like Angra that much. Or they're just tired. All right. Let's get to number 4, which is Temple of Hate. This is a drum playthrough. Sweet. I fucking love these. I had to include this song as Temple of Hate is really where Achilles, that's like from the fucking movie. Achilles becomes famous for his endurance. Yes. This song is fast and stays fast. Temple of Hate is from the album Temple of Shadows, which is considered by many, including their bassist Felipe, to be Angra's best album. Interesting. Not a sentiment I personally share, okay, but it's up there for sure. Now let's watch Achilles Priester bash the crap out of his gorgeous red kit, which I love that little, what is it, a squid or something that he puts on the front of it? Here we go. Let's do it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Boom. Is he actually beating the shit out of that thing? He's bending it. I gotta turn this up. There we go. I think I've seen this before. Or at least I've seen him playing another song on this kit. Does it have a filter on it? I'm gonna take the filter off. Yeah, it does. Is this gonna get blocked? Oh, Jim. Oh, take it. Nice. Keep those feet rolling. He's sweating on his fucking legs. Yeah, look how his legs are totally sweating. Because he probably played this like 7 times that day. Yeah, his kit is fucking sick. I love it. Yeah, Portnoy went through about 7 sticks when they played on Wednesday in Cleveland. But that's because he kept throwing them and not catching some of them. Fuck, man. I definitely don't like the singing in the background, so I'm glad it's kind of hidden. I mean, it sounds like yodeling. Nice. Fuck, man. This is definitely good in the endurance area, but this is one of the reasons I'm not a fan of power metal, because the beat is kind of boring. There's not much you can... Okay, I take that back. That part was awesome. Interlude. Hera, I'll talk about that in a second. About these enormous kit sizes. Ooh, that sounded sick. Dope. Nice and low. Yeah, look at that. Love the stutter. But what I was saying is, like, this isn't Achilles Priest's fault. The music doesn't lend itself to write very creative parts because it's just one tempo the whole time. So it sounds by default more metronome because it has to be. It's speed metal. So, I'm impressed by the endurance, but I'm not impressed by the drum part. But it's not really his fault. It's the music's fault. The music doesn't allow anything but drive and endurance. And metronome. Oh, cool beat. There you go. Take it. Yeah, I'm agreeing with Scott again. How are me and Cucumber on the same page? I mean, Adrian and I are on the same page quite a bit, but I can't get behind Cucumber and I being on the same page. It's kind of a nightmare. Oh, Kelly, welcome aboard. Yeah, he hasn't lost a stick yet because this is a take. And he's wearing gloves that have sticky tack on it. Nice. Atharva, you're a painter, buddy? Well, I shouldn't assume you're a guy. Kind of a guy name to me, but maybe you're a girl. Oh, that was a sick ending. Nice job. Yeah, Saki, yeah. Tell everyone to shut up because they fucking suck. You mean in women? Yeah, so as I said pretty much everything I'm going to say as far as, like, I mean, it's pretty known if you're on this channel what I feel about power metal. I did want to address something, and that is about big kit drummers. Obviously, it's the equivalent of dudes who drive F-150 trucks with fucking huge-ass tailpipes on them that make too much noise. A lot of people are like, oh, they're making up for their, small penises. And that, I think that's sometimes true. Like, and a perfect example of that, although it's kind of in reverse order, is Tommy Lee. Tommy Lee has the biggest dick on the planet. Obviously, everyone's seen it. And if you haven't, go check out the Pam and Tommy porn. I think I saw that porn when I was in high school, and I was never the same because that him banging her on the boat in the middle in public, I was just like, oh, that's awesome. I was a junior in high school when I saw that. Tommy Lee had a huge-ass set. He had a big dick, too, so it doesn't really work in this case. But he did have a huge-ass set. And my problem with big sets is that when you have a big set, you better, like, have a reason to have a big set. Terry Bozzio has an enormous set, but he uses all of it. He fucking uses all of it. And so if you're going to use all of it and you use it because you need it versus I just want to have a big set to have it, I'm totally cool with it. And so Mike Mangini, actually Portnoy was the first one to get made fun of because he had a Siamese monster. It had 2 sets back to back. And the thing is he used almost everything on it all the time. Totally cool with it. Mike Mangini has that huge ass set and he uses it all the time. I would say this big set, he seems like he uses a lot of it all the time, although I do feel like he doesn't use a lot of it a lot, at least in the clips that I've seen. But if you're going to use a lot of it a lot of the time, I totally have no problem with you having a big ass set. I feel sorry for your drum tech, but you better pay them more for that. So that's my feeling on big sets. If you're going to have it, unlike Tommy Lee, you need to use it. And I think most of the people who have big sets like that use them and use them well. So, all right, let's get to the next song. This is Crushing Room. Time for another lineup change. Achilles was the first to leave in 2009, really wanting to focus on other projects and get ready for a certain audition with a progressive metal band you may have heard of at some point. I really feel bad for him on that. I actually wondered about Dream Theater releasing that. I want to know if they feel bad about that. I mean, you got to tell the truth, and that was the truth, but it's also kind of exposing him, at least to not be in the top tier at that point. I feel kind of, I wonder how Dream Theater feels about it after the fact, because even though the others didn't get chosen, it was pretty clear that Achilles and I think it was it Rod something, he was like the metal drummer, the first one that they kind of tested out, were just not up to snuff compared to the others, like Thomas and Marco Miniman, etc. So anyway, I'd just be interested how they feel about that. Raphael briefly recruited Angra's original drummer to return for one album before he left after finding some of Keeley's parts too challenging to perform in a live setting. I can understand that. I've actually, when I've joined bands, when they ask about my skill level as a drummer, I always tell them, look, I can hold my own, but I'm not like a professional drummer. Like there's a lot of, like, I love to play Tower of Power stuff, but there's a lot of Tower of Power I just can't do. It's just too hard for me. So take it. I can hold my own, but if the songs get too complicated, I'm just not gonna be able to play them. So, Raphael briefly, oh, you already said that. This is when Bruno Valverde was offered the audition for Angra after Raphael saw him cover Angra songs on his YouTube channel. Oh, okay. I think I've seen Bruno do these. I have. Fabio Leone would also join the band at this point, replacing previous singer Edu. And the lineup was, oh, interesting. So now with this new singer, do you like, how do you rate this new singer, Colin, out of the other two? But more on Fabio soon, as Crushing Room features Raphael on vocals, along with guest singer Dodo Pesh. Dodo Pesh. All right, let's get to it. This is number 5, right? Yep. Secret Garden. Or wait, am I on the right one? I think so. Whoa, that got loud. Ooh, gotta turn that down a bit. Okay, Atharva, I just read that. Thanks, buddy. Just didn't want to assume, you know. Hey, Atharva, if you join the Discord that we have, let's see some of your art if you don't mind. That's kind of funny, Jean-Francois, about the Haken drummer. I am better than Ringo. Oh, da 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 da. do like the tempo. At least it's like a slower tempo. Yeah, I'm new to it too, Atharva. Just go to the link. But I would love to see some of your art, Atharva, if you feel comfortable sharing it. And Discord would be the best place to do that. Sure, if you feel comfortable with that. Yeah, I do like the bass, Adrian. Damn. It's a little like trebly, but definitely in the mix. Migraine. I mean, so far the singer hasn't gone up really high, so I can't really say I dislike him. He seems okay right now, but I'm waiting for that power metal scream to come. Nice, thank you, Atharva. Going to it now. Nice. Da-da-da-da-da. 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 Da-da-da. Okay. I'm following you, Atharva. Ooh, that was pretty sick. Oh, that's right. This is Raphael singing. Okay. I think I agree with 5 being second. Who's in the World Cup opening match, Omar? Omar, do you like Angra? Because if you do, you're going to be liking the set. Definitely like this. Ooh, guitar in Ecuador. Do you hear the difference? No vibrato is better. All right, so yeah, I put that song second because I think it had a nice, I've told you guys this so many times. Lower tempo to me is just going to be better. It allows the song to breathe and it allows soul to enter and the metronome to be pushed aside. It's got feeling, it's got chunk, it's got balls, it's got ovaries. But the faster you get, it just kind of eliminates that stuff. So the fact that this was like a lower tempo, it just felt like more emotional, more connected to some soul. I like that. So no, not vibrato all day, dude. Clean tones. Clean. Actually harder to do. I've said that before. All right, let's get to the last song of this set. Mr. Colin, you are the man. So far, I'm very happy. A couple of these songs are, I think, the first two. This last one and then the other one will go on a playlist for me. This is Caveman. And this takes us to Angra's latest album, Omni, released in 2018. We have Fabio on vocals on this song, and Fabio is a power metal legend, which I'm probably not going to like the singing. having been in the power metal scene for over 30 years. Wow, at this point, and his voice has always been consistently good. That's great. One important thing to note is this album doesn't feature Kiko. He left to join Megadeth. Oh shit, in 2015 and remains with them to this day. I didn't know that. Very cool. So that's it for the Angra Hodgepodge. Of course, I couldn't cover the whole band's story in just 6 songs and had to truncate, like nice word, truncate. Truncate a few major events, but I hope there was enough here for you to like and to want to know more about the band. Album number 10 is currently in the works, and I'm excited to share that here when the time comes. Blimey. 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 Album number 10. Blimey. All right, let's get to this last one. This is Caveman. Kick some ass. Okay, like the riff. Yeah, it's definitely more progressive. The other ones were kind of straightforward. This is a little more progressive-y so far. Ooh. Like it. Yeah, definitely more progressive-y. Ooh, got a little jungle. Latino. Ooh, I feel like I can salsa dance to this. Afro-Brazilian feel. I like this, baby. Oh, dude, this is fucking sick. Yes. When I realize that we all will die like prisoners inside this cage. I was liking the first part much better until he came in. Dude, at the beginning it was great. Go back to that shit. Adrian, did you not like that beginning? I mean, yeah, I like this part. Yeah. Adrian, you have no Latin blood in you, buddy? How can you listen to that and not like it? I love this part so far. Sounded messy, huh? Adrian must wipe his butt twice after pooing. Alien weaponry. I think we've had them on the channel with our love. Okay, now here's the power part. I'll be honest, his voice doesn't sound that bad right now. I'm just waiting for the... Just that... Wow, like that chord. Oh. Ooh, like that bass high note. Yeah, this is a good song so far. It's tough though. Like, oh yes. Bass sounds good here. I like it. Dude, I'm liking this. had a cough syrup addiction? Are you being serious, Cucumber? How does that happen? Did it just knock you out? Is that why you liked it? Okay. Hold. Fuck yes. Dude. I'm calling it. This is definitely my first. Woo! Nice little progressive section here. Mira, why'd you put it third? What's the main reason? Ah, get rid of this part, and it's a very, very good song. What's DXM mean? I'm dumb. Love that bass. See, even right there, he didn't sound annoying. That was not bad. It's gonna fade out. Sounds like like that bass. All right, so that brings us to the end of this set. Yeah, I definitely liked where that went. It kind of started out with a cool, nice little Afro-Cubanish Latin feel, which I really liked. And then it went into a section when I was like, maybe not. And then it went back into a cool section. And then it went into a very progressive. I like the soft part in the middle. And then it took off a little bit. I thought that was very interesting. To me, that's a song that Michael Herman would be interested in more because it went different places, but it still stayed at its base, which again, to me, is all the signs of a good written song is when you have a bass and you go out from that bass and come back to it though. I thought it did that. The only negative thing was I didn't really like his voice in some parts, but he didn't do anything that was like way cheesy, so I can get over that. I think that song will go on a playlist for me. Definitely good. All right, so that brings us to the end of Colin's set. It is Sunday. It sounds like it's freezing for most of us. It is also very cold here. Supposedly last night, 270 is the circle that goes around Columbus. And supposedly last night, there was like 42 wrecks on 270 because of the ice that came in. And so they closed down 270. I don't know how long they closed it down, but they closed it down. And it looks sunny today, but it's still fucking cold as shit. So I'm sure it's cold pretty much everywhere else. Except for Korea. Right now I looked at Korea's weather and they're having a beautiful fucking fall. Like, why can't we just have a nice fall here? But we can't. All right, so you guys have a great Sunday, and I will see you here tomorrow for Adrian Widener's set. Let's see what he brings to the table. Looking forward to it, and maybe see some of you on Discord at some point. All right, yeah, Kelly, I'm glad you joined us too. Hopefully you can do that more often. We will see you guys here tomorrow night. Peace out.